securing dozens of sponsorship deals, and getting inducted.
Hello.
Getting married to a wonderful woman.
How are you?
Racing team, hanging out in my.
Sorry, got some voices there. Hello. I had one person waiting and I scared them off. Oh my goodness. Hey, Joe Hart here. I'm a little rusty on all this. I haven't done it in a while. I'm going to probably, my life it's just not going perfectly as planned, of course. But yeah, I need to try to figure out what I want to do with live streaming and stuff. But anyway, I guess I can always start with an intro. Hi, my name's Joe Hart. Welcome everybody. I'm Joe Hart. I'm a person with the SIFA. That's life, though. Hey, Bob, how are you? It said 0. I mean, it said 1 waiting, and then it said 0, and then it said 1. So I don't know when you came in, but yeah, like that's oh, that life's not going perfectly as I want it to. Yes. But yeah, I'm of course, just a general introduction might be at hand. How you doing, Sifa? It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. I saw your I haven't really studied your videos, but I think you have a very unique voice. I think you could do like voiceovers or something like that. There's something about the cadence of your voice or something. But anyway, I haven't. You forgot to add that you're amazing. That I'm amazing. Well, you're amazing too. But thank you. But yeah, I with my OCD, I always like to study things perfectly. So I might listen to one of your things in depth. Oh, that's a computer voice. No. Oh no, you shot down my Chinese spy balloon. My balloon has been deflated. Is it based on you at all? Do you put in a real voice and then it AIs it so it's kind of a computer voice? Is it based on your voice at all? Golly, you're kidding. Well, see, good thing I didn't study. I mean, if I studied it, I probably would have come up with that being a computer voice. No. It is based on your voice a bit. I think that's what the yes is. Liza Rowe. What's up, Liza Rowe? I never did hear what your idea was. The idea I was thinking of. No, I have a few ideas, but this is going to mostly be about NASCAR. The Daytona 500 is this Sunday, and it's it's the whatever. It's the world's most famous race, and it's the world's most famous week, and it'll have practices and duels and qualifying and just tons of stuff, and four series at Daytona for the weekend, and then there's one series that's at New Smyrna, which is really close, 40 minutes away, 45 minutes. So it's 5 series for the host, so that's 5 races, 5 qualifications, 5 practices. So, I mean, that's a hopping week. And I still haven't done my ranking. I still want to rank the shit. I didn't. Oh, man. What is there? 43. There's 42 drivers. I'm a little rusty. There's 42 drivers on the entry list. And if they qualify, there's a certain number of cars that can get in. And if they don't qualify, I think it's a different number. So I don't know how many go home. I don't know. Don't quote me, but I think 4 go home. So I think 42 qualify and 4 go home and 38's in the race. I don't know if it might be 36 in the race. I don't know what it is. Might be 40 in the race. Maybe only 2 go home. But anyway, so anyway, yeah, this is probably going to be mostly about NASCAR. I did, I mean, I think I have told you all that I've been on YouTube for a fair amount of time. I think it says 2014 on my account. And I've been on YouTube live for a fair amount of time. And I've been mostly following agenda-free TV. And oh, motherfucker. Sorry about the language. That's supposed to be, why is that not different? Let's see what happened there. Next. Yeah, it didn't work. How come that's not working? GoFundMe. Hey, my devices aren't working well. My device, my iPhone is not working at all. I did get in touch with one person, and they obviously got my. Anyway, I guess Signal is not. Anyway, I'm having a hell of a time with my texting. My messages are not working, and that's the way I like to. That's what is mobile live shit. I want to go to that. Twitch has a mobile live, dashboard or something. You watch your fucking mouth. But I've changed my Nightbot. I've changed what my Nightbot is supposed to say, but it doesn't say it. And I just checked it, and they're all changed. But that's not. So anyway, oh Jesus. So it's not YouTube. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. What's not YouTube? It's not YouTube. Signal? We're not talking about Signal and stuff. It's a fucker. Sip, man, I need you around so I can laugh. So my understanding that Nightbot is involved with, I still have yet done. I'm not on screen, by the way. I'm sure y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. So I'm going to the first. So for the first 10, let me see. Exclamation point. I have to figure out exclamation mark. I need another idea for that. So cash has been changed. GoFundMe has been changed. PayPal has been changed. And then the last, Venmo, has been changed. So they've all been changed in Nightbot. Now, gosh darn it, that's the second one. That's wrong. Those are wrong. Those are wrong. Those are wrong. Those are wrong. I mean, for a time there, which that never happened either, I don't think. I did change it to the June Idaho trip. And I'm like, there's not, 4 months from now is just absurd. So Liza, I'm it's not YouTube. Are you talking about Nightbot? Yeah, okay. So ever since I've been involved with StreamYard, I've never really totally understood where YouTube ended and StreamYard started, and where StreamYard ended and YouTube started. I never quite understood where they all fit into the whole thing. But Nightbot was the quickest and easiest thing to set up in my life. I didn't need passwords. It was the quickest, easiest thing in the world. And I'm like, this is so cool. And I put it in, and then I changed some. I was like, no, let's see if it does this. And then, or I guess I never edited. I just added. So, if I had exclamation cash, I added exclamation Venmo or whatever, and so when I added things, they worked. I do believe maybe I'm going to go off screen again. So I'm back to Nightbot. So edit command. I don't see it. And then you can't cancel. I just did though. Anyway, maybe delete ones you don't want and add the ones you do. Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, okay, you're right. I hate retyping things. Okay, I'll do test 1. So, okay, that was Venmo. What's next? So we have GoFundMe, Venmo. Okay, I'm off screen. Let's see here. So first, so I'm going to edit. Copy. Once deleted, it will be lost forever. Delete. Where's the timer? Okay, I'm back. So I deleted cache and retyped it, but I don't see the timer. Okay, back off screen. Oh, yeah, it's somewhere else. You have to go somewhere else. I don't get that. So I have a timer for cache, and it's still there, but 12, 14, 10, 15. So PayPal, it should be there by now, right? Where's PayPal? So I guess cache is gonna okay, whatever. So I'm gonna edit that. Okay, I'm gonna do every 5 minutes because I think the 15 minutes started over. I hate retyping too. I just open a Word page and write the info that will have small changes in the future. Cut and paste. Yes. So anyway, so 7:30. So that was yeah. So I guess within 5 minutes it will happen again. So we'll see what happens with So yeah, I'm what's today? I don't believe my texting has worked properly since Friday. Cash App. That MFN comment doesn't even exist. Joe, will you stream the races? I doubt it. Sifa says something. I don't totally understand what you mean, Sifa, but for 12 years, NASCAR has been chasing my ass and shutting my devices down. And I mean, they've been all over me that I would always do things wrong. So I don't believe you can stream anything. I mean, when you're a media person, which I guess I still am, even though I think I've retired or quit or done something. But when you're a media person, you cannot show a race. You cannot show a car on the track. You cannot show cars in the garage. You can show drivers. You can interview drivers. You can talk to drivers, which I do. You know, the crew chiefs and the owners and the sponsors. That's, you know, sponsors. That's, I care about the money. So I don't think I'm going to show any stream. Now, if for some reason I plot along with minor, you know, whatever, if I find out that I can, you know, because, you know, SIFA, I think, says I didn't know that. Now that's for media. And I've gone to, you know, one of my more favorite tracks in NASCAR is Martinsville Speedway, or Martinsville, yeah, Speedway, and it's puny. It's 0.5 miles, and you're on top of each other. So when I would live stream practice or qualifications or race or whatever I would do, I would live stream it, and they would find me. I mean, they would find my stream. They would find my stream and shut it down within you know, 45 seconds or 90 seconds or 100. And, you know, I never stopped. They knew I mean, if they saw me throughout the weekend, they knew they were supposed to be looking for me anyway. But I don't think there's one person. I mean, I don't know how they find streams, but yeah, I've been shut down tons. So, and that's probably why they haven't given me any, but I assume there's something to what SIFA said. I'm sure there's something to when SIFA, you said, as long as you commentate, you can show the stuff. And so I'm sure there's some part of that. You know, I know people will show, you know, crime sleuthing shows and then pause it and then comment and then go back to it. And so I'm sure there's some version of that somewhere. But yeah, I don't you know, I don't you know, I'm as I said last stream I did, I really don't know where I'm going to go and what my direction is going to be and what I'm going to handle and stuff. And but I'm fairly confident that I won't be going to live shows, to live races and being a media there. You know, I've gotten in enough trouble and they don't like me very much, and I keep pushing the envelope and blah 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 blah. I don't think I'm going to be there. And the trip to Idaho was too hard for me. I'm not. I can't be. You know, I can't. You know, it's just weird having to deal with all the, you know, I thought I was a non-drama person. I really did. And I thought I didn't pick sides, and I love all, you know, with media, my joke for NASCAR, you know, there's 40 drivers in the race and everybody's like, oh, who's your favorite driver? And I'd like, I love all 40 of my children the same. You know, I try to be neutral, and that's what media is supposed to be, neutral. But I, you know, I tried not to pick sides about, you know, Brittany or Shay Shay or, you know, any of that kind of bullshit. And, and then it just blows up. And then if I don't, pick sides, then neither side, you know, I mean, I'm like, fuck, I want it to be, you know, what's that, country? I want it to be Denmark, or it's one of the Scandinavian, you know, that I want to be Mr. Neutrality. Anyway, some country is known for being neutral. Boy, those are fucking up. I don't get where Nightbot got that. Switzerland. Yeah, they're I want to be Switzerland. Brittany can be Germany. Shay Shay. You know, F all that stuff. Uh-oh, do we have any lurkers? What do we got here? 5. Anyway, those numbers aren't Sifa was talking to me when it said 0. So I don't know how. Our Sifa answered something I was saying earlier when it said 0. So I don't know if he came, I don't know how that works, but anyway, I might have lurkers. Oh my goodness. So, okay. Okay. Well, okay. So I changed what, oh, I think I'm getting it. So when you set up a timer, you have to re-enter the shit anyway. Okay, edit. Okay. I'm getting there. I am getting there. Copy. Poof. Timer. Edit. Okay. I think I've done it, which is stupid. I don't know why they set it up this way. I'm still off the screen, by the way. I'm back. Yeah, like I said, so you set up these whatever they're called. You set up commands. So there's custom commands, which are all stupid. There's like, oh, those are mine. I'm sorry. There's default commands, and I don't see one of them that I would like to use. And there's like 12 of them. I'm like, what kind of default are those? And then there's custom ones, and you type in what you want to say. Well, when you do a timer, if I was God and I was designing Nightbot, I would just have the timer affect the timing of the situation. That's why I would call it the timer. But no, that's not true. You have to re-enter the exact same thing of what you're trying to say. So I changed cache. Let's see if cache works. Cache should be every 5 minutes. The car races, maybe it will depend if the video has copyright ID. It could be. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But NASCAR is MFer. They are the biggest MFer in the world, and they want to control everything as well as all their partners. NBC, Fox. NBC and Fox don't want me live streaming. They want to have all the rights to all the stuff. Makes sense. If I was boss, again, I would do that. But anyway, there is what I'm going to try to, and I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but there's a bunch of schedules. Come on, where is this? So for Wednesday, February 15th, which is tomorrow, NASCAR has Media Day, and it's at the Daytona 500 Club. Well, YouTube is full of drama. I'm coming to the conclusion that ignoring the drama, it is better. and that might be true. I mean, drama is drama. I mean, I used to not care about gossip, and then I'm just like, I'm feeding on this. I have to find out who this Kurt dude is. I had to find out, and I'm like, who cares? Not who cares, but I will find out in time. I'll find out if I must be his friend or if I must not be his friend. And I really do try to be Switzerland. I try to be, just is Switzerland part of Scandinavia, or did I get that wrong too? I think they are part of that. I make attempts to stay out of it, but it hunts me. yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm part of it. I don't think, I'm OCD. So I have gone overboard. But a friend also told me that one has to put a stop to certain people. But a friend also told me, is that me? No, I'm sure not me. But a friend also told me that one, you mean everyone, that I have to put a stop to certain people. And I really am, I'm intelligent enough. I can make my own decisions. I don't need people to tell me what they think about this stuff. And where's the fucking cash? There it is. The cash worked. Holy shit. The cash worked. So I have to change it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go off top. I am now off screen now. So, but there's 2 places I got to go. This is custom. So I did cash. Let's do GoFundMe. Copy. Why do you enter it if it doesn't work? So what's that? GoFundMe. So go to timers, edit. Okay, I've done 2 now. So I got 2 to go. Custom. PayPal. So that was PayPal. So we go back to timers. Why do they do this? I hope everything's going all right out there. So Venmo. How's it going out here? Y'all doing? Okay, one more. Got to do Venmo. Commands, custom. And Venmo's the second half. I don't like that. I have, more than 10, so I have to go to 2 pages. What's that? Venmo. Okay, so let's go to timers. For Venmo, edit. Okay, almost there. So paste and submit. Okay, so let me look at my 4 timers. Okay, Venmo, 468. PayPal, 468. GoFundMe, 468. Cash, 468. Okay, they're all there. And commands, custom, 468, 468, 468. Okay, they're all there. Okay. Gem J is coming. Hey, Gem J. Gem J. Who's that? Cash App. Woohoo! The lawyers closed ranks yesterday with the Kurt case. The owner of the stream was very clear. Brittany's upcoming. The owner of the stream was very clear in a stream of 8,000 people. Yeah, I haven't seen anything about the Kurt thing except that one day. And I love that streamer. I think they rock. They're moral, and I mean, as I always say, none of us know any of us. None of us know any of us. I think she's still on her way. She's my friend Mod from Australia. Cool. Gem J. Cool. Now they were talking about, I mean, mods. I don't believe I've deactivated any of my mods. There's 2 that I thought of, but I haven't done it yet. But again, with all this drama, they talk about how this one rogue mod were like timing people out and banning them. And I thought the person doing the stream could just erase them, could just make them not a mod anymore. I think. I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless you're making them an administrator, and no, we are still mods. Okay, so I'll go. Where is this? Where are mods? I think they're in my channel. Let's go to studio. So I'm off screen again. Community. I think it's community, right? So my mods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 mods. 1 being Nightbot. I don't know if I did that. Standard moderators. Is that so they can... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of the 13, 1 I would use a stronger word than estranged, but I'm estranged from 1 of them, and so I ought to disable them. But ever since we had our disagreement, I haven't seen them, so I guess it doesn't matter. And then another person, I think we just parted ways. And then everybody else is, I'm just not consistent enough. They're not going to. Now, 1 name, I don't even recognize the name. Yeah, I don't even recognize the name. But yeah, so I have, I mean, there are. Now, the person that I should have disabled, they happen to be the last person. So does that mean aren't they in order of what you do? Anyway, so. Anyway, I'm not, I don't do this consistent enough so people will come. Jesus. Am I frustrating you? Sorry about that. Yes, you can unmod them. It's in your studio, then settings, then community. Cool. Jesus. I hope I don't frustrate you, but I would prefer not getting the help than frustrating you. Of course, that's what I would prefer. But no, as always, thank you for all your help. I know I'm repetitive sometimes. I would unmod them because they can mess with your streams. Now, the 1 person I haven't seen, but they so they can come in and ban people, and I think they're just not talking to me, but they can't talk to me. Is that how they mess with this? Okay, I'll take the 1 person off. Let me go. So settings, community. And I wanted to make it formal. I wanted to tell the person, hey, by the way, I'm going to disable you. But they know it now. So remove. So 1 person, and then I'm going to save it because, settings saved. So now the way the 1 drama is happening is they were unaware that the person was an adversary to them. So, I mean, obviously that's a problem. I know the person yeah, I mean, Dave, Sifa, Muffy, City, Knit, Nikon, Lady, Sybil, Amy, Hot Mess. Who's Sybil? B Server, Mo, and Liza. So yeah, those are all rock stars as far as I'm concerned. And they cross groups, some are, as As B says, I don't own you all, so y'all can go anywhere you want to. Sybil is crime crazy. I assume that's you're using yes. Yeah, even after the stream they can ban people. So I assume crime crazy is a positive term. I'm sure you're not saying crime crazy like she would do stuff to my, but yeah, I just don't recall her. People were sending money, talking trash about Kurt. The owner of the stream took the money and explained why Kurt is a great legal mind and a friend, he said. Kurt will be always part of his panels. Yeah, for me, for Kurt, I only know about the female streamer. I don't know this male streamer. But you know who I was talking about. I was consulting with you about it. So people are sending money, talking trash about Kurt. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of trash. The streamer I said, she said, I will be alone today. I won't have a panel today. I received a lot of emails. And she says, I don't have a beef with any other streamer at all, but I go with the consensus. And she said, I got a lot of emails. So I am not having a guest today. I am by myself. Which, I mean, in my opinion, I think this person could be alone forever and ever and ever and ever, and she'd be the best streamer in the world. She doesn't need any guests. I mean, she's so good that she's probably searching for some great guests. But anyway, so people are sending money, talking trash about Kurt. The owner of the stream took the money, LOL. Explained why Kurt was a great legal mind and a friend. He said, Kurt will always be part of his panels. Cool. And I mean, that's the way it should be. I will never grow big enough to have a consensus to my thousands of viewers. But and I mean, am I going to be a money whore? Am I going to take some money? Absolutely. And might I modify my, it's all hypothetical, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but I don't think I will change my, my foundation. Jem J. Hey, Jem J. How are you? I'm Joe Hart. I'm one of Sifa's friends. It's good to see you. Welcome. We're not really talking about much. I don't know if we want to do a panel. I think it's been a while since and we could probably try to do some of the NASCAR stuff, but I'm not. A lot of my streams recently, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing okay. I don't know if you recognize me or know me or I'm not really good with names. So you probably have been around and stuff. And, I love Sifa. He's great. And, but yeah, I'm a different sort. So, I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. And that's usually my cause. And from Lost. Oh, hi, Jem J. Cool. Jem. I like that name, Jem. I've got a niece called Jennifer. And, we call her Jen. But I like how Jem is different. That's neat. I like that. Hey, Liza, how are you? So, I'm one of the Aussies. Cool. I'm one of the motorsports dudes that cover the world. And Australia is one of my more favorite places to cover motorsports. I don't know if you know anything about Australian motorsports drivers, but one of my favorite has always been Marcos Ambrose. And he was I need to research NASCAR for this year. Bathurst 1,000. That's one of the biggest. Huge. But all that stuff. And I messaged you on Twitter, Joe. Just don't read it out loud for the lurkers. Can you see it? I couldn't text you. I wasn't able to. You didn't get a notice for this thing, right? Because cool, thanks. So can a mod set up another mod? So I did. I got a notification. Oh, okay, yeah, I sent one at 6:45 and it did not work on my iPhone. And then I think I did it from my iPad and it worked. And I don't understand the difference. I still can't send it from. But can a mod set up another mod? I don't recall. No, but they can delete chats and block and ban people. Because I don't recall setting up all my mods. I don't recall. I recall all but one. I recall setting up all my mods but one. But cool. So Jim, how you doing? Do you follow do you follow Bathurst 1000? And do you know Marcus Ambrose? He was my rock star. I loved him when he followed NASCAR and stuff. And okay, so let's see here. B server, I'm so sorry. B server, B survivor. How you doing, B? My effing thing won't work. I was trying to text you and it won't work. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's my rock star was Peter Brock. Now, I guess I don't know that much. I thought I knew a fair amount about motorsports in Australia. But you might actually be talking about a rock star. Is that a musician? But I think you're talking about a driver, Peter Brock. What series did he do? Supercars? Supercars are probably the most famous series in Australia, but there's a lot. He drove all the Bowdens in Aussie. Bowdens. Yeah, I think I recall the name Bowdens. I think that's no, it's a driver. Cool. So I think Bowdens is I kind of obviously I don't know a bunch, but I did for a while there. I was following supercars. I mean, I loved Marcus Ambrose, so I followed him. Holden's is a sponsor, like it's a team name, but I think it's also a sponsor. So hi, B Survivor. I'm sorry, my text and stuff weren't working. So okay, so yeah, cool, man. We got the Daytona 500 this weekend, and tomorrow is media day. My last stream, I was basically saying I'm probably not going to do many more streams, at least about crime sleuthing. And I said, but I probably won't do much about NASCAR. Oh, it's okay, B Survivor. Thank you. It's okay, Joe. Have I met here? Let's just start. I'm going to do my usual BS if that's okay. So, Sifa, I'm going to start from the beginning. So, Sifa, that's life, though. Yes, amen. You forgot to add that you're amazing. Thank you, Sifa. You're amazing. Oh, that's a computer voice. No, it's based on it's artificial based on your. I think that's what you said yes about. No, it's not. It's not based on your. So, Liza, hello, Joe. Sifa, hello, all. LOL. And in all these effing Nightbots, it took me a while to figure them out. Sifa, hey, my devices aren't working well. Sifa, you watch your effing mouth. Yeah, I was unhinged. when I was talking to my Nightbots. It's not YouTube. I don't know who it is. I think it's I think Nightbot is its own thing. Well, Nightbot is a effer. And Sifa maybe delete. So I did the one, and then the others I just had to change. Yeah, come on, Liza. But do you have one for everything? I mean, come on. I have the master of everything. You know, I in my iPhone, what are they called? And I've told you all this before, but on my iPhone in settings, you can do general, and then you do keyboard, and then you do text replace. And I think they used to be called shortcuts, I think. But I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of text replacements. So I have entire 5 paragraphs is one text replacement. And I have tons of them. I had so many, I got in touch with Apple and I said, no, I don't want to. I want to talk to a real person. And I said, I'm OCD. I usually max out everything. I max out Twitter. I usually max out everything. So I said, how many of these can you do? And they're like, oh no, a bunch. And I'm like, no, I'm OCD. And they're like, well, a lot of people at Apple are OCD. And I said, well, I have hundreds. Can I do thousands? And they're like, I think you can. So I just keep adding them. So anyway, I've got oodles. Sifa says yes. And Liza, Joe, will you stream the races? I don't believe so, but we'll figure that out. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's all right. Nightbot. The car races, maybe it will depend if the video has copyright ID. NASCAR has their shit all over the place. Switzerland, yes, I'm neutral with all this drama. Sorry, I'm a little behind on comments. Sifa, Nightbot pulls shit out of there. Okay, so, well, YouTube is full of drama. I make attempts to stay out of it, but it hunts me. But a friend, is that me? Also told me that one has to put a stop to certain people. But who? We got to figure out who. Sifa, yay! Sifa, the lawyers closed ranks yesterday with the Kurt issue. The owner of the stream was very clear in a stream of 8K people. Gem J is coming. Hey, Gem J, so thanks for coming and talking about Australia's motorsports. I think she's on the way. She's my friend mod. No, we are still mods. Cool. Yes, you can unmod them. It is your studio, then set in. Oh, okay. Yeah. Jesus. Is that a frustrating term? I'm a recovering Catholic, so I would unmod them because they can mess with your stream. So I did unmod the one person, but I haven't done the other yet, but I don't recall giving them the mod. So I'm pretty. So people are sending money, talking trash about Kurt, the owner of the stream, took the money. LOL. That's pretty funny. I'll take the money for sure. Lawtube closed ranks. He is very prickly. I used a better word with you earlier. I can't remember. I'm good. How are you? Jim J. So let's go down to the bottom. Just see what's going on. Riddler! Liza, I can't see you. How come you can't see her? Riddler! What's up, Riddler? Peter Brock died in a rally car accident in 2006. He was one of the greatest Australian race car drivers. I got involved in 2007 or 8 into NASCAR. So yeah, I don't. Riddler! Yeah, how come you can't see Liza? So anyway, I'm going back up to the top. I'll try to catch. So Gem J is from Lost. Yeah, I miss Lost. And so for Gem. And Gem, hey Liza, how are you? And Gem, I can't usually read emojis, but everybody sends me emojis. I just can't read them. I'm one of the Aussies. Mary S.E. But she's got Australia in her name. But Marcy, or I don't know how to say her name. She's from. I need to research NASCAR for this year. I'm very rusty, but I really like the races. Cool. Kyle Busch, he used to be, he's with a new team. So you can start cheering for him again. You used to like him. Bathurst. Yes, I messaged you. And yeah, okay. Yep. I don't have lurkers, do I? Do I really have lurkers? I did. I got a notification. No, but they can delete chats and block and ban people. Hi, Joe. Hi, B Survivor. Hey, so we were talking about, I'm not sure how much I'm going to do of NASCAR. I might do some, who knows? But who knows what I'm going to do? But we can do a panel. So if Liza wants to come up and B Survivor wants to come up, and whoever, Sifa B Survivor, my rock star was Peter Brock. I see now that you use the word was. Oh man. I'm good, Joe. I missed you. Yeah, I miss you, B Survivor. I just don't do this stuff anymore. Ooh, you text her. I see how it is. I'm kidding. Oh, you text her. I see how it is. I don't have your phone number. I prefer texting. I'm completely distraught. I'm completely distraught that texting is not working. That's how I talk to my, anyway, all the, my really close network of people, which, it's the open internet, so I can't describe all my loved ones, but, so he drove all the Boldens. Oh, Holdens, yes. No, he's a driver. Yes, Holdens. I'm good. How are you? Holdens. I didn't have my glasses on. That's right. Holden is a car. Okay. Damn, y'all got some. Okay. Oh, it's okay, Joe. Thanks. Hi, all. Hi, Riddler. How's all the other streams you go to? How you been? Good to see you. Hey, Riddler, says Sifa. And B Survivor. Hello, Riddler, Sifa, and B Survivor. Hi, Peter Brock. So sorry to hear. That's so sad. I'm sorry. I'll read it. Peter Brock died in a rally car accident in 2006. He is one of the greatest Australian race car drivers. Isn't Marcus Ambrose one of the best too? At least for NASCAR, he was pretty good. Or he was good in supercars before he went to NASCAR, and then once he came back, he was not as good, I think, because his family became so important that he didn't want to challenge his life. He didn't drive his. So Whittler to Liza, hi. And B Survivor, do you know why you can't see her? I see her earlier messages. Maybe she just stepped away for a minute. I don't know when the Joe Hart, hi. Liza hasn't replied in a bit. There's Liza. Can you read that one, B Survivor? Hello. Sorry, I went for coffee. I'm so glad to see you. Foxy and the Boxy. I'm getting all those things. Finally, Liza. Yoo-hoo. Liza, that's okay. I figured you probably just stepped away for a second. Or fell asleep, or, the usual. So, hello. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, man. No kidding. Well, then I'll send it. Your phone number? That's so intimate. Phone numbers are really intimate. Huh. Okay. Oh, yes. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Or happy Single Awareness Day. Liza, you're so PC. Like, aren't you the most un-PC person in the world? Come on. Now you have my number, Joe. Do I? Okay. With Ara. Are you Ara? Ara? It looks like the same picture, but you changed your name. With Ara R. Hi there. Is that you? Hi, Ara. Sorry I missed you. Yep, all is good. I see her. Marcus Ambrose was a good race driver too, and a great father, and a great husband, I think. Hi, Ara. So, Ara, yeah, what's different? The name? It's the same picture. Uh-oh, it's Ara. Yeah, she and I were, was that Lost Souls? Yeah, Ara and I were, that was the first time I was on a stream in Lost Souls. Ara was, we were both on the panel, but Ara was there first. I was invited later, so I bowed to her as a, yeah, so. So here's about NASCAR. I miss those veteran drivers like Dale Sr., Rusty, Cale Yarbrough, Bobby, and Dana Ellis and David Pearson. Wow, you're dating yourself. I sent it to you, Joe. Well, thank you. Thank you. But texting isn't working, so it's not going to work. It keeps saying that I'm... Yes, he is. He drove for Ford in Australia in the supercars. Yeah, and did you? I don't know if you followed him, but he went to NASCAR and he tried to do his best, and he brought his wife and his children, and he did it for. He won a race. I think he won one race or maybe two races. They're both road courses, which is he was a ringer for road courses, but he won one or two, and then and he decided that he was done. He was going to go back home. But as soon as he went back home, and I didn't follow every single season after he went back, but generally he went from being one of the top performers of supercars before he went to NASCAR to almost not even in the top 20. He just, his kids were just really, really, really important. And he was not going to drive at those excessive speeds and possibly hurt himself. And his wife too. Now, I don't, you never know if people really do love each other and if they're really monogamous or committed or, who knows about the real story, but he seemed like a incredibly loving father and an incredibly loving husband. And he didn't want to harm themselves. And I think the family got used to spending the great money, but I think they preferred having him as a father. So they didn't mind that he didn't drive as fast anymore. And I think, I don't know the details, but I'll act like I do. But no, I don't know the details, but I think he drove for like 3 or 4 or 5 years and then he, retired, and I think that's so great. That's so, yes, he is. He drove for 4. Yeah, he's what a sweetheart. So, Ara, how you doing? Okay, so yep, that's understandable. Yeah. As far as the kids and the wife goes, and that kind of that was pretty common, but it didn't always work that way. I'm trying to think of the exceptions. I think Kyle Busch almost got better when he got married and he became a father. And now he's lagging a bit now, but that might be because he's older instead of, but like Jeff Gordon, when he was on his second or third wife or whatever, and he started being safer. And Jimmy Johnson loved his wife and loved his kids and just stopped doing this stuff. So, Joe, a friend told me that he needed to be acknowledged with the single blah blah. I'm just doing to bother him. Me? Do I need to acknowledge someone? At Joe, a friend told me that he needed to be acknowledged with the single blah blah. I'm just done. I'm just doing to bother him. Okay, Liza, you do what you need to do. So, yeah, Ambrose was Supercar Series in 2003, 2004. And I think that's, I did get involved until like 2009. But yeah, he had come over, in those years, 2008, 9, 10, 11. And that's a big move, move with your kids and your wife and, but anyway, do we want to do why don't we do panels? Does anybody want to come up? Does Liza want to come up? Nightbot, do you want to come up? Come on, Nightbot. Why don't you come on up? And B Survivor, you need to look into the history of Bathurst 1000. It's amazing. Oh no, I can't. Because of my disability, I have to print up everything. And just about every year I print up all the information about Bathurst. And there's multiple, like I think there's a Bathurst 1000, a Bathurst 2000, a Bathurst Super Series. Yeah, I mean there's a few things, and yeah, I highlight it and blah 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 blah, and then 3 months later I forget what I read. So I have learned, but not the history. I'm not much into. I know. Golly, are we having spies? Riddler, you still there? Yeah, it sounded like Riddler knew a lot about the old NASCAR, which I'm not into. I'm kind of strange in so like I'm really into music, but I'm not into music that people have all goods, all goods. Yeah, I bet it is all good. So hey, yeah, Riddler. So do you follow any of the drivers nowadays, or I mean, it sounds like you're just an old school NASCAR dude. So is there anyone that's still hanging around that you kind of like Kyle Busch? He's kind of old school, or Tony Stewart owns some teams, or that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you. Cheers! I'm getting dry here. I'm going to drink. So anyway, Elliot. I guess you mean Chase Elliott instead of Elliott Sadler, because I guess he hasn't driven for. So yeah, you like the most popular driver there is. OG NASCAR. How about you, B Survivor? Yeah, Chase Elliott. Yeah. I know. I didn't really think it was Elliott Sadler. He wasn't that spectacular, but also he hasn't really driven recently. So cool, man. But yeah, so tomorrow, anyway, my last stream, I was mostly talking about how I'm probably not going to be doing too much crime sleuthing, and also probably not going to be doing too many streams anyway. And but I don't know. I mean, things might change, or it might. I might get inspired with new energy and new stuff like that. But the trip to Idaho was very draining and very challenging. My dad used to watch it religiously. But I can't remember anything about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. They try to drill it into you. You need to look into the history of Bathurst 1000. Oh, good. Yes, I'm here. Elliott, OG NASCAR. Chase Elliott. Why won't that work? Let's see here. So, Riddler, a friend of mine builds engines for Petty Racing. Woohoo! The new one, GMS Petty. That's some cool stuff. Jimmy Johnson is part owner. The 2 7-time champs. Richard Petty, which is just a namesake. He's not providing any money. He's just the namesake. And GMS is providing the money. And Jimmy Johnson is providing a namesake. So there's 2 of them with namesakes and then 1 with money. Which GMS, I'm not exactly sure where all his money came from, but he was the second series. He was Xfinity for a few years, so I didn't quite get how that worked so well. So yeah, Liza, I don't know if you want to do a panel or be Survivor. If you want to do a panel, we can probably start with y'all and see how it goes. I know Sifa likes to do his behind the scenes stuff, which is great. He's really good at that. Gem J. But anyway, so one of the reasons. Oh, see, I hear Jimmy Johnson and think of the Dallas Cowboys, which is the most of the world. And bing, 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 bing. I want to give you a gold star, B Survivor, because you spelt his name correctly. Jimmy with a Y is football. Jimmy with a IE is NASCAR. So thank you for spelling his name correctly. Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, I knew almost nothing about football. I know the name Jimmy Johnson, but I don't know which Jimmy Johnson I heard about first. Probably the football, but I didn't really care about either of them for a while. So it took me a while to get involved. The reason I got involved with NASCAR, which I'm really shallow and stuff. Yeah, I know a little about football. Did your team win? How was the Super Bowl? How was Rihanna? We care about Rihanna. That's what we care about. So more hockey, but I do know a little football. Hockey. Wait, you're over. Okay, yeah. What's the closest professional team to you? Is that Boston? I don't know hockey at all. My nephew knows hockey a lot, and so it kind of wears off on me sometimes. But I couldn't give you a team name, or if you listed, hockey team names and football team names and basketball team names and baseball team names, I could probably tell you who is who and who is who and who is who. So, Liza, Gem J, Kylie Breakthrough. I think. Haven't looked yet, but I think so. Liza. Junior Johnson. Yeah, the moonshiner. He ran all the moonshine. Not all of them. Everybody ran the moonshine. Brings. Is that a typo? Where do you... Brings. I don't see where that typo fits in, but I believe you. So Liza says, my mic is not here just yet. Colors and USB issues. And the only thing I'm following is the Murdoch case. Well, you can be our Murdoch expert. And you still, I'm, some of my consultants, have some ideas, and I'm excited to hear about some of the ideas that they have. But I am kind of gun shy with Idaho, and I'm not jumping on a. Oh no problem. I know. No problem, Sifa. That's Kylie. Liza, Gem, Jay, Kylie Breakthrough. I think haven't looked yet, but I think so. Wow, that's pretty cool. Cool. Oops, Bruins. Boston Bruins, Chicago Bruins. Yeah, Boston Bruins, right? Don't forget Junior Johnson, a big NASCAR name. Boston Bruins. Yeah, that was a typo. Sifa, no problem. I'm losing it. Sorry, Joe. It's a big deal. Now, if you want to, it seems I guess I don't know your history a bunch, Sifa, but it seems like you're doing more videos than I was aware of you doing before. I don't know if you have increased the number of videos that you're doing, but it seems like there's some more. So anyway, if you need to go and do one of those videos, please do. Don't feel obligated to stay here, for sure. I mean, please go do what you. I know you do some great stuff. So if you want to go, if you need to do that, please do that for sure. And Gem J says, Sifa and Liza. See, you got both of their attention. Sifa, Kylie Breakthrough? Yes. Cool beans. I don't know much about that. So Sif, I have 89 videos. Haha, but I'm multitasking. Has that increased? Have you been making more recently, or like in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks? And B Survivor says, I love all the videos, Sifa. And Sifa says, thank you. Yeah. You go do your, I mean, you're a multitasker. You're a superstar, but you don't have to multitask. You can focus on that. You can focus on that for sure. So anyway, okay. So tomorrow, Wednesday, February 15th, yes, I made like 20 more. That's cool. So, okay. So tomorrow, Wednesday, February 15th, from 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Media Day at the Daytona 500 Club. I would love to live stream that whole time. I don't know if I can make 8 hours. I don't think I'll wake up by 8 and certainly not be functional by 8, but I might. And then I don't know if I can make 8 hours, but I'm OCD, so I like to make 8 hours. And I probably wouldn't care too much about whether I can share all the interviews or not. There would be, many. I don't know how many. I mean, there's probably 40, 50 drivers. I mean, golly, what am I saying? There's about 40 drivers in each race, and there's 5 races, or at least 4 races. The 5th one is at a different location, but it's associated with NASCAR, so it might be part of the interviews. So that's up to 200 people. Plus, they can do crew chiefs and owners and sponsors, especially the new owners. Like they'll probably interview Richard Petty because Jimmy Johnson, spelt with an IE, the driver, and Richard Petty and GMS have all started a brand new race club. It's got a new name, Legacy something something. It's a really wild name. Legacy Motor Club. Legacy Motor Club. So, yeah, that's a wild name. So, Nate H. Connection, Gem, and Liza, more than I thought. Nate H. Connection, Gem. Is there and that's true with everybody at all times. I'm not going to be like Brittany and say, I don't own everybody, but please go, but that's true. I mean, you can go, y'all can come and go as you see fit, of course. So if this really is hot off the press and people are going live, feel free to go to those lives. And I know people can have 5 devices and they can be watching 5 streams and you can, interact with all of us. I can't really multitask. I have to focus. So anyway, Nate. I don't know who Nate is, but I don't know the Kylie case at all. Idaho 4 was my second case. Now I'm still here. No one has it yet. Really? Well, they probably need you as the researcher. You're the rock star researcher. But Liza, so what's going on, Liza? So okay, wait. So Liza said something about her colored microphone. But you've been in my stream before. You don't need to use that as an excuse of not coming into the panels. But okay, so I would imagine Media Day will be pretty crazy. I think there's stations, and I've been there a couple of times, but never fully aware of what's going on because I'm usually sneaking in and doing all this other bullshit that really taxes my brain. And I've been very successful at that stuff, but it's so taxing. I'm so tired of it. I ought to be a full-fledged media person, and I am, but they won't acknowledge that, and they won't give me a credentials all the time. Sometimes they do. A lot of times they do. But yeah, Idaho was the first case I've ever followed from day one. It gripped me so hard it was crazy. Amen, be survivor. So my first, of course, was the Boston. Speaking of the Boston Bruins, my first case that I ever really followed was the Boston Marathon bomber, bombers, the 2 brothers, and that was cool. The things were different back then. I was different back then. Twitter was different back then. The FBI was different back then. Everything was different back then. And I was, now it was a kind of quick case. I guess, I guess they knew who did it within, 15 hours, and then they shot the one. Got to go. Night Riddler. Say hi to all the other streams you go to. Say hi to Britain, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. And so anyway, it was but yeah, the Boston anyway, there's the shootout. The one brother was killed. The other brother hit in a boat. He was finally found and apprehended. I followed that. 911. You know the big ones. Casey Anthony. I don't know Casey Anthony. That's not a big one to me. But this one, for some reason, just completely took over my life. Wow. Yeah, 911. I mean, I had a cousin that died in the South Tower. So I was, I had just gotten a job. I was at Arby's and they turned on the TV and I saw the first tower get hit. And I said, see ya, I'm leaving. They said, oh, okay. Do you need some time off? I said, no, I'm not coming back. I'm done. So Boston was a shock for most of us. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild for sure. But I guess what I'm saying is that it was a quick case. It was a quick case, but I felt like I wanted to help the FBI. The FBI seemed to want help. We had an open channel. I was sending information to them. Oh my God, Joe, that's crazy. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it's a sad, horrible. I mean, it's his name. It was my cousin. His name's Joe. We were both named after his father, and it's a horrible story. I mean, I'm not super nice. I know I would still be alive. He's super nice, and he kept helping people, and that's why he did not live. And I'm like, I would have been out. He was in the South Tower. South Tower was hit second, fell first. But I would have been gone. I mean, the South Tower, most of the people were leaving. And the bosses greeted them at the door and they said, no, it was just one plane. There is no other plane. It's just one plane. Go back to work. You got to work. You got to go back to work. And so and I'd be like, F you. I'm not good at jobs anyway, but I'd be, F you. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'm not coming back today. I might see you tomorrow, but I'm not coming back today. And I would be alive. Not him. He was super nice. But I mean, he was married. He had 3 kids. He had a millennial kid. His kid was born on whatever that is. Yeah, 9/11 shaped my life. Special place in my heart for victims and survivors. It was pretty intense. I went to ground zero like almost immediately. I was in AA. I mean, I'm still sober, but I'm not active in AA. But I was going to AA meetings within, 50 yards of the 2 towers. So I was right there within, as soon as I could get close, so easily within the first week, but probably a lot sooner than a week after that. So it was pretty intense. I just kind of. So yes, the FBI of those days wanted the public health. Yeah, it help. I think it's guarded, and I think there's a lot of false. People like to spread false rumors, and people like to gossip, and people want to be the first one to say something happened. All that kind of stuff. But it doesn't. And I'm different. I mean, I'm not just saying the world's different, but it's very different. That was, I still got generic answers from FBI, but at least they acknowledged that we were sending information to them. And, I mean, fuck. Twitter was so effing different last time. Just to touch a little bit about the Boston, So yeah, 9/11 shaped my life. Special place in my heart for victims and survivors. Amen, for sure. My uncle was firefighter in Maryland. He helped at the Pentagon. Holy poop. That's incredible. Wow. I hope he was all right. I hope he didn't, ingest stuff and have stuff later. But yeah, I mean, it was, it was generic stuff, but you could tell. Oh, okay. So Twitter was a completely different animal. I don't know if you know about the specifics, but it was two brothers. There was an older brother and a younger brother, and the older brother was gruff and hated Americans and made it obvious and didn't socialize and went on social media, and he wanted to guard everything. And the younger brother was really good looking, and he had a ton of girlfriends, and he loved socializing, and he was on Twitter, and anyway, it happened. We all immediately found his Twitter account, and no one shuts the account down. So we have endless information from this guy. There are booty calls every other. The parents of one of my best friends were in the first plane. Oh my goodness. Parents of one of my best friends were in the first plane. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear about that. That is so sad. That is so sad. Whew, that was a pretty intense thing. And B Survivor, he's good, thank God. He just helped along with a bunch of other stations that were summoned to help. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Sifa. There were. He was really attractive. He was very Americanized, and there was all these women that just loved him, and he would just, when you're talking to someone, especially in kind of brief comments, when it's at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and 4 a.m, you kind of can guess what it's about. So all these women were being, and enough. I'm not, not a, enough, half a dozen, 10 women, a ton of women that loved him. He was great. He was good looking and Americanized. And I don't think he would have done it by himself. I think his older brother, I'm not saying he's innocent, but I don't think he would have done it without his older brother. But so anyway, these women are getting interviewed by the FBI, and they're like, "Oh no, I barely knew him. We weren't even friends." And so I started sending things to the FBI, and I was like, "That's not true. Read these tweets. It's not true. They know each other very well." Talking about underwear and talking about, and I'm like, and again, no account shut down. The account is not shut down. So we're going through all this stuff. DMs, I think, were a little different too. But anyway, it was full, it was right there. Nothing was wrong. His whole account was right there. So about a half a dozen women were framed. They were like, "Do you want to change your story? We have his Twitter account. We have what he said. We have what you said to him." And so it's just weird that oh, be Survivor. A couple of them boarded right here in Maine and Portland, or Bangor. I think it was Portland. Muhammad Atta was one of them, I think. That's what a ingenious plan. What an incredible plan that they pulled off. And we can have our heroes. And we can have our heroes. And the fourth plane, those were heroes. They changed the outcome. But generally, they were very successful. They were very successful that day. We didn't, they were. Liza, I was working for the government. We were waiting for patients that never arrived. 2001 changed my life forever. Yeah, it was pretty intense. It definitely changed me. And I lived in, I think, Illinois at the time. But, I would go visit, my cousin's wife, widow to be. And, I'd be like, what do you want to do? And, she had all these kids, and, 4 kids, 2 girls and a boy. I think 3 kids, a ton of kids, plenty of kids. But, and she's as matter of factly as you get. And I'm like, are you going to have a a memorial or a ceremony? What are you going to do? And, they waited for like 3 weeks before and there's no body, of course. And we had people that worked for the FBI, so we were getting inside information. And so we knew exactly where my cousin was when the plane crashed. And he was exactly where the plane was. So, plenty of kids. That sounds relatable. Yeah, to me, any more than one is plenty of. Oh yeah, Sifa, I'm not like you. Come on. But yeah, plenty of 3 kids. So anyway, we knew exactly where he was. So there was no. He didn't suffer. He, I mean, anyway, it was a pretty intense thing. We were, but we didn't find that out immediately. We still were waiting for, do we do a memorial or do we do a ceremony or do we, and we're Irish and, what's the difference between an Irish, I'm Irish, so I can tell Irish jokes, but, okay, so what's the difference between an Irish wake, which is a part of a funeral? So what's the difference between an Irish wake and an Irish wedding? Do you know the difference? Come on, what's the difference? What's the difference between an Irish wake and an Irish wedding? The answer is one less alcoholic. So that's my, well, some of the culprits of that is it. Well, some of the culprits of 2001 visit a XXX bar. You mean the 20 killers? Liza, is that what you're talking about? They knew that they were at a XXX bar in Daytona Beach. So anyway, so we didn't know what we, and I wasn't her best friend. I'm the same age, there's kind of 3 families of my cousins, and I'm the youngest of 9, and there's 6 and 7, but the youngest, we were all born in 1960. So he was born in 1960, I was born in 1960. So I just felt connected to his wife for some reason, and I'm like, what do you want to do? And she was like, I don't know, let's keep waiting it out. And they'd go to hospitals, and they're, at the, again, at the time, FBI didn't tell us what happened, but we later found out what happened. But and then she ended up having I'm holding my tongue about Irish people. So anyway, so okay, I guess I'm a little behind. Oh my God, Liza, that's terrible. And Sifa, plenty of kids. That sounds relatable. Sifa, I don't believe you. You're incredible. Be Survivor, you guys are funny. Yeah, that must have been so hard. Ugh. Yeah, it was wild. I mean, she's a rock star, and she did end up getting married, and again, and he knew the husband. They knew. The 3 of them knew each other, but they weren't involved until after after 9/11. But if I were to judge, there's some more of those Irish behaviors that are not the best for the kids. The kids are now grown. These are they're grown. They're married, and I don't know about the youngest. He's a millennial, or not a what's it? He was a millennial baby. What does that mean? I think it's January 1st. About XXX bar. Yeah. So anyway, Liza, do you mean the 20 or I guess 19? I guess they caught one person. So it was 19 on the planes. Is that the culprits you're talking about? They were at a bar? How do they know this shit? I guess they had to do some stuff, but they don't want to be westernized. They want to hate America. So they don't want to be westernized. Yep, my family showed me the bar. and told me things the families knew. Wow. Jesus. That's intense. But again, they don't want to be Americanized. I mean, they think women ought to be, they ought to cover their assets. So, and that's wild. That's wild that they were being in them. Not all of them together. Yeah, not all 19 of them, but any of them. More than, any of them. One or more would be intense. One or more would be intense. And I mean, if you have a group of 19, obviously, just like the Boston, bombing, one brother was really intense and one was a playboy. And so same thing, I'm, out of the 19, yeah, I think they had 4 leaders for the 4 planes, and then the other were not as serious, so I mean, obviously you're going to have a range of seriousness and westernized, and you have to be somewhat westernized because you got to sneak into our country, and you have to be, I think they were here for years and they took pilot's lessons and blah 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 blah. I forget. I mean, it's not stuff I want to remember at all. I mean, but yeah, and that's pretty intense, don't you think so? So anyway, blah. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do this media day tomorrow. I might, I might get up early and shower and eat and be all, have hot tea and ready to go and ready to do 8 hours. And oh, no, that's all right. I know, I'm sorry I brought it up. No, that's fine. Next subject. No, I like to what's your cat name? My cat's name is Francis. That's my father's middle name. I'm the youngest of 9, and my father was really old when he had me, but he was really old when he had his first child too. And his name was Raymond Francis Hart. So Francis back then was male. He went to Yale and Harvard, and Francis was a real male name with an I, Francis, C-I-S. These days, Francis, yeah, he was a stray, and even though he was a stray, it was at the Humane Society, and even though he was a stray, it was weird. They knew they gave him a name even though he was a stray, and the name they gave him was Frank. And so when I showed up and blah blah blah, and I interviewed 2 cats, and I was going to take one that day, and I interviewed Frank and this other, and I said, by the way, I'm going to probably change his name to Francis. That's my dad's middle name. But anyway, these days, any spelling of any name can be male or female, or it can be vague, or it can be, I mean, there are no genders anymore for names. But I don't think Francis is probably thought of as being the most male name in the world. But anyway, so that, yeah, he's Francis. He's a cutie. So, so this wants to meet. He should be near somewhere. There. I don't rightly see him immediately. He's probably in the back somewhere. Sir Francis of Assisi. So I was out in Idaho, and I was trying to find housing and food, and it was through churches and stuff, and they're mostly trying to get me. They're trying to get me on the road instead of giving me housing like a hotel. I think they just, I'm from Vermont, so I should probably just get on the road. And so they're trying to get me gas and stuff. And so anyway, they wanted to pray. And my cat's name is Francis, for my father's middle name, Raymond Francis Hart, as I told you. And in another life, I really like St. Francis of Assisi. He wrote some of the AA. He didn't do too much of the Alcoholic Anonymous stuff, but he was involved in some of it. So but I've never really put it together that Francis could be St. Francis of Assisi. Anyway, they wanted to pray because they were trying to get me to hit the road. So they said, and what's your cat's name? And I said, Francis. And they said, oh, St. Francis of Assisi. And I said, yes. So we bowed, and I said thank you, for the prayers. But anyway, that's it. That's a stupid story. I didn't. So this Sir Francis wants to meet us, right? Yeah, he does somewhere, but I don't know where he is. Sir Francis, I love it. He's not like my previous cat. My previous cat was a real rock star, and I know I'm not supposed to have favorites. It's now a blur. I think I've had 5 cats since I've been sober 34 years, and for some reason I've always rented. And before I was disabled, because I was renting, I always got cats, because then I could rent instead of a dog. Then I couldn't rent as many places. Now I'm disabled, so I can get a dog, but I still haven't. I keep doing cats. I don't think I'm responsible enough yet for a dog. So anyway, I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but my previous cat was a rock star. He was so cool. He probably has been to 85 NASCAR races and been inside the track, and he's been at my booth, and he's he deals with dogs and cats and babies pulling his tail, and he was the coolest. And huge dogs that have never seen a cat in their life, and the owner's like, he's gonna rip your cat apart, and my cat would just walk up to him and then flop over, and just with his open his stomach, that's usually a sign of they're comfortable, and they don't, they're not intimidated. And anyway, he did great with everybody. So be survivor, I'm sorry too, says Liza. Be survivor, says Liza, I am so sorry. So Sir Sipha says, Sir Lord Francis Kiddeth. I don't think that's a typo, right? You mean it like Sipha, right? Kitta. Sir Lord St. Francis Kitta. Francis of Assisi. That's a story. Start by doing what is necessary, then what is possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible. Yeah, he was a rock star. I can picture him in a tuxedo and a monocle, and he does have a tuxedo. Kitta. I always think of I'm really into music. Kitta. Band on the Run, or one of those Wing songs, and Paul McCartney's doing all these kitta right at the end, and then he goes into his solo. I forget the song, but kitta, that's what I think of. See, I know he's a gent. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So I love a traveling kitty. My ex, anyway, my ex and I, we were great exes with each other. And then she finally got married. And then, so I kind of, he didn't want her to have anything to do with me anymore. Don't know why, but, so we stopped interacting much, but occasionally I text her and my anyway, people I can't talk about. So she rarely sends me stuff, but when she sends it to me, I'm like, this is a hack. This isn't really her. There's going to be a virus on this thing. And she sent this picture of a cat, sitting in the passenger side of a car, but really had a shelf there that he could sit, that, it hung on the window kind of thing. And so he just sat there comfortably being a co-pilot. And, my cats are always co-pilots. But she sent this to me and I'm like, oh shit, and I wrote her, I was like, is this real? Or did someone hack your account? She's like, no, it's real. So I looked at it and it was really cute. But I was like, yeah, that's cool. So B Survivor says, cats that like to travel. That's what I mean. Yeah, I am so lucky. I guess all my cats, but certainly the last 2 cats have been great travelers. Kita. Anybody know that? Cute. Yeah, he is pretty cute. Usually he hears what I'm talking about. LOL, that's awesome. Yeah, he's a good traveler. So anyway, today is the 14th. Today is February 14th. And I didn't plan very well, as I usually don't plan very well. But my renewal for my professional plan for StreamYard is the 16th. So I assume it's too late to cancel for this month. I assume it's already, it's too late. But I think I'm going to try my darndest to only pay for one more month. And then absolutely within 1 month, because, the 14th will be too late next month, I will know whether I'm going to cancel or not. Plus, I try to do a lot of fundraising. Plus, I got in touch with StreamYard. They whatever. I always think I'm the exception to the rule, and they want to keep me around, and they'll give me a scholarship, or they'll give me something. And but they have responded to my streams, and I'm like, hey, yeah, and I'm usually very informed. I know who people are. So when people from StreamYard say, hey, what's going on? I know who it is. So I'm like, hey, wow, holy shit. So anyway, I wrote them a couple of days ago and I said, hey, I think I'm going to have to cancel my professional plan. I can do up to 8 streams instead of up to 3 or 0. And I do 6. I'd love to keep doing it. And again, I always think I'm the exception to the rule. Like, of course they're going to give me a scholarship, So anyway, I only can do my side of the street. That's what they say in AA. Just be concerned about your side of the street. So I try to whatever. I'll see what happens. But my main point is that I waited too long. Today is the 14th. I mean, if I canceled tonight, I imagine I can catch the 16th. But if I cancel tomorrow or the 16th, they'll definitely be too late. So, Monsieur le Gent. Francois. Sifa, you are funny. Maybe I need to get a name plaque for my cat. He's kind of skittish. He's a skittish cat. The previous cat was not skittish. He was very comfortable. He would come up to me. He would talk to me and talk to everybody. Okay, say Liza. Today, the sister-in-law of Murdoch threw him under the car. It was so strange. She talked about her sister, Maggie, thinking Alex was with someone 15 years ago. He's a smart cat then. Oh, being skittish? Yeah, I think it's smart. Yeah, I agree. I think cats ought to be skittish and on guard. Not everybody loves them. And he's not all black. I did have an all black cat, which you have to be a little extra protective because there ought to be death sentences for people that abuse animals, but there are people that do stuff to cats because they're black. So mine's mostly black, but I think I think it's described as a tuxedo. So that's why I thought it's so funny, Sifa, when you're talking about a tuxedo. I think that's either he's called a tuxedo cat or his coat is a tuxedo or something. But it was so strange. She talked about her. Yes, the superstition. Isn't that, God, it's bizarre that people do that. That's the bizarre. So, I had a feeling he was a tuxedo cat. Yeah, and I think I've shown him before, but he's a smart cat then. Yeah, the superstition for black, yeah. I had a feeling he was. I have a black cat. He's like auburn on his belly too. A little so cute. I have a black cat. He's like auburn on his belly too. A little. So cute. Yeah, they're all so cute. You've never seen him. Oh, okay. Yeah. If I can, sometimes he's on that table. So sometimes I'd lift up my thing and I thought that was him, the black thing or something back there. Anyway, yeah, that's fine. So, Liza, Maggie called the husband of the lady, and the husband told Maggie that he had a plan, had a PI on his wife. And Alex was not the man that was with his wife. Maggie called the husband of the lady, and the husband told Maggie that he had a PI on his wife. And Alex was not the man that was with his wife. Ah! Sifa says, I've never seen him. But it was 15 years ago. I don't get it. Why are they talking about that? I mean, what I haven't seen, I've seen, I probably have seen 15 hours of the Murdoch case, or more than 15 hours. But I don't remember anything. But it seems like they are just trying to pile on him that he's a jerk, and so therefore he's a murderer. With all the financial stuff, I think they're just trying to make him look like a jerk. So I've seen 0 hours. Sifa, I applaud you. I applaud you. Yeah, all these things could be time sinks for me because I'm OCD. 0 hours. But we got to support Liza. Liza is. Right. What about dumping the stuff? This trial is a Colombian novella. Right. This trial is a Colombian novella. All right, guys. I think I'm wearing thin here. I do. Wow, 9 people. Holy poop. That's a ton of lurkers. Hi, lurkers. Thanks for lurking. Did I pass? Are you going to bring any reports back to your captain? Are you going to tell your captain that I talk about them behind their back? What are you going to tell them? Tell me what you're going to tell them. Oh, lurkers. Oh. It moved. The number didn't change, but it moved. Thanks, Gemma. Gem J, you're popular. Yeah, those lurkers. So anyway, I don't mention my 6 streams anymore. That's the reason I will keep Professional Plan if I do it. So I did want to just mention, and as I usually do, I live stream to 6 streams at the same time. So I just wanted to thank all those streams and such, and I can get you're so funny. Sometimes I'm intense and stuff, but I don't know. I seem to have gotten a black mark, but I don't know how I got that black mark. Where's the lurkers? Yeah, I don't, Gem J. I'm here for whatever you decide. Well, thanks, B Survivor. I appreciate that. You are a rock star. So Gem J, I'm sure you really know where the lurkers are, right? No, I mean, so that number, I think for y'all, it's over here. And for me, it says 9. It says 9 right there, but that number is not always correct. It will say 0, but then Sifa starts talking to me. So just wave at him. Hi, lurkers. So anyway, I don't like to guess. I like to see exactly how many people are talking, but I bet there's 6 or 5 people talking in my stream right now. Gem J, Sifa, B Survivor, Liza, Riddler was here a while ago, that kind of stuff. So let's just say 5 are active. Then that means there's 4 that are not active. You really know who the I'm sure you really know who the lurkers are. So that's what it is. It's just 9 minus the active is the lurkers. Mine says 8. Well, that's wild. But anyway, so to the other 6 streams, as I always like to say, and I forgot. You forgot Nightbot. Ooh, go Nightbot. Is Nightbot? I said he. I don't know if Nightbot's a he or she, but so yeah, you forgot Nightbot. Yeah, so Nightbot is finally posting. He's been doing it right for a while. So anyway, okay, the 6 streams. Hello and thank you for watching Facebook profile and Facebook page and LinkedIn profile and YouTube, which is the baseline, but I still don't really understand YouTube versus StreamYard. And then Twitch, who I can't figure anything out with. That damn Nightbot. Amen. And then Twitter, which is I'm just not active at this at all. But when I first started doing StreamYard, my Twitter is my most active stream. They can't comment though. So I'm trying to figure out how to comment. Like if I had an extra device and I could multitask, which I can't, but I'd be on the other device watching it from Twitter so that they can make live comments there. And then I could respond live here. But anyway, when I first started doing this, I would have Twitter was huge. That's still to this day, it's still my largest platform. So I would have, it says 9, but I would have 200 streamers, 200 viewers at a time, and then 2,000 or 3,000 throughout the stream or more. So I'm like, oh, that's who I'm trying to talk to, but you can't interact because they can't make comments. So I'm like, shit, how do I do this? And I have yet to figure it out. I wish I'm absolute. Are you streaming tomorrow? I don't know. I think I am. Sifa, idea? So, he was moving money around for more than 10 years, but all those lawyers do the same stuff. He is the sacrificial lamb and a jerk. Until now, I agree with you. Where do we part ways? I don't know if he's guilty or he seems like a jerk. He seems like he killed her. That's what So okay, where's this idea coming from? I have a good idea. Oh, there it is. Yeah, what's your idea? Of the lurkers. Sifa, they know who they are. Notice how they just left. Yeah, it says 7 now, so I lost 2 of them. Does yours say 6 now? Gem, does yours say 6, Gem? So we both went down by 2. So mine went from, it's back up at 8. Oh no, we're getting them back. Lurkers, what do you want? Just tell me what you want. What do you want? Do you want to find out if I like your captain or not like your captain? Just ask me the questions. I'm an open book. Just put it out there. What do you want? I try to be neutral. I try to be, what is that, Liza? Switzerland. I try to be Switzerland. But the neutral country. Yep, says 6. Oh, I got 7. LOL. I refreshed. I got 7. Should we talk about their bosses? Who, the Lurkers boss? Yeah, who is it? There's only so many people that care about me. There's not many people that care about me, which, I mean, it doesn't have to be about me. It could be about you all a little bit, but you're talking about the Lurkers bosses, right? So what was your idea? Did you tell us what your idea was, Liza? I mean, Sifa? Oh, welcome back. Nobody's as cool as Switzerland. Sifa, their boss is YouTube and each other. So be Survivor. I don't really know too much about Switzerland, but I was trying to be neutral. So earlier I was like, what's that country where you're neutral? I was like, I think it's Scandinavian, and I couldn't think of it. And then Liza, who did, of course, disappear to get a cup of coffee or something, she suddenly said, Switzerland. So she helped me with that, and then she disappeared for a while and stuff. But you're not watching Murdoch now, are you? You watch it live, right, Liza? You watch from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day? Whew. So, Liza, what bosses are you talking about? Their boss is YouTube and each other. Switzerland is as cool as a cucumber. Be Survivor, you're going into it with Switzerland. That's cool. So, now the one person that I did deactivate as a mod, I guess when they lurk, you don't know if they come or not. Whatever. I had that one really bad stream, and there are 2 people that I was fighting with, and so the first several streams that I started after that, I was like, if y'all come back again, and the number might go down by 2 because I'm yelling at them and stuff. But you can get it. You can get a good answer by when the number falls. I got to figure out how to do Twitter. Anybody know how to do it? I got to figure out how to do Twitter. That's when you know you're right. Nope. Yep, I watch 9 to 5, sometimes later. I like the DNA information and the cell tower info. We will see the same mistakes, but for a poor man. You're talking about Idaho because he's poor instead of these rich MFers? So, okay, who wants to go to Sifa? Can you do me a Twitter test? Can you go to Twitter and go to my account and scroll down and click into this stream right now and then comment? So I guess I'd like to see a comment from someone else in Twitter. Do you understand what I say? Sifa, it's funny when you know people's schedules. So yes, Idaho. Yes, 1 sec. Okay, cool. So I hope that made sense, Sifa. So I want you to go to Twitter, your Twitter, and then find my account and then scroll down to the second below and then click on it and then make a comment. And I'm in there. I'm watching. I'm in Twitter watching this stream. But I made a comment, but I only can see the one comment. Sifa. Oh, it says +1. Sifa joined. Oh my goodness. It won't let me post. Oh, hi, Sifa. Thank you. Cool. So I don't know why I can't post. There it is. So I'm saying hi to you, Sifa. Hi, lurkers. Yeah, I'm not saying hi to lurk. I mean, everybody on Twitter. No, wait. Yeah, thank you so much. When we're on Twitter, we can talk to all the viewers. But when we're on YouTube watching it from Twitter, they're all lurkers. No one can talk to us. Golly, thank you. Okay, so Sifa is so fast. The comment is probably on your account now. Did you already know that, Liza? So I'm showing 1, but that's you, Sifa. That's not me. I don't know why I'm not counted. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's done. We are done with that as experiment. So okay, so let's just say I don't understand. Twitter is too crazy for me to understand. I love Twitter. I've lived on Twitter for many years. I'm Twitter illiterate. So okay, let's just say you said, "Hey, are you going to go live tomorrow?" So to Twitter viewers, thanks for question. Yes. I might stream tomorrow. Okay, so I'm posting over here on my laptop in StreamYard. So it will post 3 times. So I'm going to hit right now. So that is posted to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook page. I will try it tomorrow. Sifa helped me with an account. With Twitter? You are a goddess. So you all can see that, right? Like you all can't see the Twitch and you can't see the Facebook. You can see that comment, right? That's on your screen, not on your screen. You can see it in your comments, right? I will try it tomorrow. See if it helped me with an account. And then Gemma, Beast Survivor. I got told to do it. I did it. I still don't have any idea. Gem, you know, every platform has its own. Every platform has its good stuff and its bad stuff, and you know, whatever. I just love Twitter. Twitter is. I've been living on Twitter for, you know, probably 10 years or more, probably. My first account was suspended, so I have 3 accounts, and they're all like 10 years old and 12 years old. You know, I mean, I was there a long, long time. You know, DMs I really like in Twitter, but there's a lot of, you can get really caught up in Twitter if you let yourself. So you know, you don't want to do that. Yeah, I made the whole thing for you. I say yes. Yes, it's on the screen on Twitter. 3 new messages. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's me. I can't see it on here. Oh wait, yes, on the screen. You can see those on your Twitter, on the device that you're on Twitter and you're on my account. You can see those 3 comments, right? Comments don't pop up on Twitter. Comments don't pop on Twitter stream until you click them and cycle through. Okay, so I said Twitter. Whoa. I want to highlight them. I guess I can't highlight them. So I say Twitter. Sifa joins. Hi, lurkers. Sifa, you're welcome. Yes, it's me. I can't see it on. Oh, wait. Ooh, who's the red? Oh, the red's me. I'm giving myself hearts. Yeah, thank you for the brown hearts. That was, no, mine disappear, but say sent. So yeah, if you don't touch the screen, it disappears. But if you know, swipe up, thank you for all those hearts. So if you swipe up, everything should return. I think that's probably what you mean. So yeah, if you pull your hand away from the screen, everything disappears. But what about giving? You think it's funny about giving myself hearts? Hell yeah, I want to get to 100,000 hearts. No, I didn't know. What's the name? You mean my account? They are there. The comments. So do you mean my name? Twitter, does this work? I'm going to see if this works. So that might pop up my Twitter, which I mean, you don't. Oh, wow, I got a black heart. Thank you, Sifa. So anyway, I guess there is a way to have live interaction with Twitter so that I mean, it would suck. I have all these hundreds of viewers, all these thousands of viewers throughout the stream, and no one can comment. So I would have to watch it and then respond later. But this is probably the first time, and thanks to Sifa, I'm testing it. This is the first time that I've actually interacted live, which this is too much going on for me. So this may not work in actuality. So, okay, if that's what you meant, I'll look into it for you. Who, Liza or me? I'm starting to talk too much. So, Liza, is that the... I'll look into it for you. Cool, thanks. Sifa's on it. Let me swipe up. Ooh, still that black heart. Thank you. How to view all messages at once. You mean on one screen? I can't do that, but Sifa is the go-to guy. Yeah, he's really good. I mean, when I joined StreamYard and I got in touch, this was a lot of money for me. So I really researched. I tried to research it a lot initially. I've kind of dropped the bag recently, but I was like, wait, Twitter's it's huge. I can't not talk. I have to have them communicate. And they're like, they're not going to be making comments. I'm like, oh, come on. So they can do comments this way, but I'll still be on two screens. And, I can put my phone, oh, holy shit. I've had my light on forever. So yeah, I mean, that's it. So I would be looking at two screens. Hey, that's me waving. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to fit in. We will try to figure it out. But like I said, today's the 14th, tomorrow's the 15th. It's probably too late to cancel my account. So I guess I have to do another month and see how it goes. Try to fundraise for the whole year if I can. That's what I'm doing with the Nightbots there. $468 for the whole year. And that could then chill out the timing and, I could just learn how to do the stuff and all that kind of stuff. But okay, so I'm going to leave Twitter, and it says 0, so I think Sifa has already left Twitter. But I'm going to close Twitter, my Twitter. So huh, 11. That's not good. All right. Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta eat. I gotta have to binge on sugar. I have to do something. I don't know. I'm feeling restless, irritable, discontented. That's a quote from AA. That's not my original. I borrowed that. Restless, irritable, and discontented. Perfect description of me. And as opposed to happy, joyous, free. That's another AA phrase. I don't feel that too often, but I used to feel that occasionally. So, okay. I'm going to take off. I appreciate all the help. Thank you, Sifa, for testing Twitter with me. Jem J, thank you for stopping by. Be sir. That's okay, Joe. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow at some point. Yeah, I'll be around. Who knows if I can do the 8 to 4, but I'll try to do some of it. Of course. Well, thank you. That's so nice. So, Sifa, you take care. Be survivor. I hope I don't miss Jem J, of course. Thank you for coming by tonight. That was so nice. Liza. Did you disappear again? You're looking for the name? I never did find out if she was talking about my Twitter account. I don't think she was. I think she was talking about some other name. But okay. All right, B Survivor. Thanks for saying bye to everybody, including the lurkers. That's so nice of you. And I don't think my texting is working, so I won't be able to send you stuff. Joe, I got it taken care of. Well, thank you. Cool, man. Okay. All right, man. Bye, Sifa. Bye, B Survivor. Bye, Jem. Thank you for stopping by. Wait, Joe. Yes, Sifa, what do you need? Like I said, Jem, that was very nice you stopped by. Good luck in down Australia. You're almost a send me a text real quick. Oh, I don't do anything quickly. Okay, I'm going off screen. So why are they saying happy 1 year anniversary to? She hasn't been around for that even fucking makes sense. Now, I used to always be able to not add the 1. I just sent, but I'm sure it'll come back rejected. Hasn't up. Yep, not delivered. Yep. Something is screwed up. Something. Sorry, I'm not on the screen. Bye. I sent the text via Twitter. Man. Yeah, that's. I mean, I've been, B Survivor has a bunch. My loved ones that I can't mention. That's I haven't been able to successfully send something since Friday. But yet, Signal worked for some reason. So Liza, what do you mean? Where's your text? Where's your So okay, I just responded, but you can go to DMs if you want. We can get out of the Joe with no beard. Cannot believe it. Yeah, don't believe it. That's not me. Is that me? Yeah, that's no pit. Yeah. Now I usually like and retweet everything. but I know some people are pretty private, so I guess I won't do that. Oh, wait. Sure. Oh, it's not the number. It's me. It's me. It's not the number. Yeah, it's it's just when those things go wrong, like I put in the wrong password, or just something went wrong. I rebooted and they didn't, just things always go wrong with my stuff. And like I said, I don't like adding the one, but I used to not have to, and now I do. So that's testing too. I just sent it. I'm sure it'll come back. Not delivered. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's I can't stand not having texting. Is your network connected? I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I rebooted everything. My TV's working, my laptop's working. Um, I've done just airplane mode, just not airplane mode, just Wi-Fi, just data, both. I've tested everything. Or I mean, obviously. I'll walk you through troubleshooting in Twitter. Message me on there your make and model of your phone. iPhone 11, I think, or 12. I don't know. iPhone something. Let's see here. iPhone 11 Pro Max. Wow, how did I jump to? There you go. In the About section. In your settings, it should say your phone. iPhone 11 Pro Max. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Sorry, I keep saying goodbye and then I don't leave. Yeah, I'll head over there, Sifa. But don't feel, Is your Apple ID verified? Oh, golly. I don't know. I try to have least resistance. When I add one password and they say, do you want to have a double? And I say, no, I do not. I want to get in least resistance. So okay. Is video easier tutorial method? I usually resist all methods. Okay, we will work on it. Go ahead and get off Steam and go to Twitter. Okay. All right, man. Thanks, everybody. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Hopefully, I'll be here most of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Don't know. Media day. That's what I want to cover. Okay, thanks. So end broadcast 1 and then end broadcast number 2.